Welcome to your reset and restore practice. We're going to start on our hands and knees today. So take your time just coming to your hands and knees. And I just want to say something about the hands here. You know, so many of us are on devices a lot and, can have some wrist and elbow and shoulder issues, and even things in our neck can sort of play all the way out into our hands. So I just want to encourage you here to be deliberately gentle with your hands. So what I mean by that is make full contact with your hands on the ground, so that you're not just putting all your weight sort of in the heel of your hands, but at the same time, distribute that weight evenly, but gently. Try to be light, somewhat light in the hands. A quick confession, I, for years, taught the idea of like really spread your fingers out and create the biggest possible base that you can in your hands, thinking that distributing the weight more on a bigger surface area was preferable. And I think that while there are some things that are beneficial about that, for our purposes today, just letting your fingers be relatively close together and just making sure you're engaging down through the whole of each hand into the knuckles is really beneficial, especially when we're talking about neck and shoulder stuff, because it has an effect all the way into the hands. So just make sure your knees are right under your hips and that your ankles and big toes are hips width apart, your wrists are shoulder distance apart, and your fingers are pointed straight away. And just start to practice a little cat-cow, moving back and forth in your spine. And just be really gentle here. Think of it more as a sort of soft, organic flow rather than a push to all your edges flow. And I find it extremely helpful to lead with the pelvis. So when you're moving from cat pose to cow, think about the pubic bone pressing back between the legs toward the wall behind you. And then from that, feel a bit of the ripple effect on the spine, arching till the neck, even the neck extends a bit. And then when you're moving from cow pose to cat, feel first the tailbone start to tuck under, and then up into the low back and up into the back of ribs and up between the shoulder blades. And then finally, let the head go. And so in that way, it can be this really sort of smooth ripple movement versus just a whole flexing and rounding of the spine all at once. And so feel free to just stay with this straight away back and forth like we're doing, or if you want to add a little more, what I recommend you do is round the spine into cat pose. And then as you open up into cow pose, pull, as you press the pubic bone back, pull the hips back. And so you're almost like in child's pose, but with the chest lifted. And then tuck the tailbone and round up into cat. And you can even come a little more forward in the shoulders. And then tailbone, or pubic bone rather, back, sit back. Feel the chest nice and open here. So keep going with that back and forth just a few times. And coordinating with the breath is always beneficial, but I want to encourage you to focus more on the smooth movement of the body than trying to be overly rigid with your movements to match your breath exactly. Let it be a little more intuitive, if you will. Okay, so sometime soon, just come back to neutral. And we're going to do some work in the shoulders here. Make sure your hands are fully down. And then sort of shrug the shoulders up and then drop the humerus bones, the arm bones, down into the sockets. So the elbows are staying straight. And you're literally just lifting up off the humerus bones, and it's a little bit of rounding in the upper back, but really just exploring that very subtle range of motion in the shoulder socket. And you can add to this a little bit by, when you drop the arms back down, you can bend the elbows a bit and then sort of squeeze them in under you. So press up and out of the shoulders, if you will, and then bend the elbows and squeeze under as you drop the shoulders back down. So this is a kind of a small movement, but it's moving the shoulders around in a way that's going to just get some circulation going in there and get some of the areas that we tend to just hold some tension that are hard, that's harder to get to. Okay, one more time here. Good. All right, come back to neutral. And now just come down onto the left forearm and then to the right forearm. And then put the left hand back down and then the right hand back down, and just do that some more. And while you're doing this, try to put your hands down, put your elbow down right where your hand was, and to keep your forearms parallel. So sort of work with some geometry here. Also try to the best of your ability, without overly forcing, keep your hips relatively still so that you're really just getting the movement in your back and in your shoulders. Okay, sometime soon, the next time both hands are down, let's do this again, another round of this, but this time lead with the right forearm down and then the left. The other thing I want you to pay attention to here is that you're keeping your elbows in and trying to avoid splaying them out. This will really help to keep the movement in the shoulder blades in integrity. Okay, just twice more here. Good work. All right, next time you're back on all fours, just stay there and let's come down onto the belly. Take your time. And we'll do Sphinx pose. So elbows right underneath of the shoulders, palms down. Make sure your forearms are as parallel as possible. And then feel free to bend the knees and do just a little bit of super gentle windshield wipering. This is really nice in the low back and the psoas and the obliques. Good. All right. Let yourself come back to center, extend the legs. Feel free to widen the feet if that feels good. And then just press into the hands and come up and then go down. Just really gentle here. Keep the elbows in. It's a small movement. Keep your pubic bone pressing down. So the lower half of your body is really stable and supportive here, just moving the upper half. Okay, you can stick with this, or you can slide the hands back and lower down so that your palms are now under the shoulders, and then you can press up a little bit more and lower. So this is more of a traditional cobra pose. Just keep the elbows in. And as you do this just a few more times, just make sure the back of the neck stays long. So the chest might start to look forward. If the chest does, then the face and eyes can. But if the chest is still mostly facing the floor, there's no reason to then bring the head forward. That's just compressing the back of the neck. All right, nice job. Sometime soon, make your way up and back to child's pose. And while you're here in child's pose, just roll across the forehead to the right and left. And you might consider coming up onto the fingertips. So the palms are up, the elbows are up. Just roll the head a little more side to side. So good. Okay, sometime soon, bring the head back to center and just press into the hands to roll on up. Good work. Okay, we're gonna come to a reclined position in preparation for Yoga Nidra, but we'll do some guided breath work before we move directly into the meditation. So take your time, making your way onto your back and beginning to use the support of some props to support under the knees, to support under the neck. Make sure that you will be warm and comfortable. Make sure your feet will stay warm. Consider covering your eyes. Good. As you settle in here, before we do our breath work, we just want you to know that the theme of our meditation, of our Yoga Nidra, is joy. And in our practice, we learn how to experience an inner sense of joy and well-being that is independent of our experience. Joy is our birthright and is present, although it may be hidden behind our thoughts and emotions. But the truth is, joy and well-being is already a part of us, of who we are, no matter what our inner or outer circumstances are. During our practice, we invite a feeling of joy and really let the sensation develop within us. It's important to know that we don't have to have a reason to feel joy. It's already inside of us, waiting to be welcomed into our awareness. And that's part of what we do in our practice, is we welcome our joy into our awareness. And this is important because it helps us feel it more in our daily lives, but it also helps to keep us healthy. Joy releases endorphins, and enhances the function of our nervous system and our immune system. So the next time you feel yourself smiling or laughing, just acknowledge that you're doing your body, mind, your well-being a tremendous favor. So let's do some breathing, and I'll invite you just to really focus on the joy of your breath. I heard something the other day about appreciating each breath, because each moment that you are appreciating your breath, or that we appreciate our breath, someone somewhere is taking their final breath. And not to be morbid or to focus somehow on that as a sad or negative thing, but just to recognize that each and every breath that we take truly is a gift to be celebrated. So we'll practice the 4, 7, 8 breathing technique. We'll inhale to the count of 4, hold the breath in for the count of 7, and exhale for the count of 8. Some loving reminders about each of those aspects of the breath, starting from the back with the exhalation. Be gentle but deliberate about emptying the lungs. Slow the exhalation down so that it's steady through the duration of the 8 counts. Thinking about the hold, know that anytime you're holding the breath, it's an opportunity to release and undo holding in the body that we tend to engage in without knowing. That familiar, habitual tensing, holding, bracing ourselves. So while you're holding your breath here, let yourself dissolve. Let yourself soften, really on a deep level, just open and release. And then finally, the inhalation is just 4 counts. So receive it. Really soften to receive it. You don't have to pull the breath in. You don't have to engage in effort. You have to let yourself receive. Okay, take a big breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth with a big sigh. Seal the lips and inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften the jaw, soften the muscles around the eyes. I apologize if I didn't keep all of the breath straight. I think I may have messed one up. So just settle in. Notice the support of the surface underneath of you. Making any adjustments to your posture so that you feel just right, comfortable and supported. And it's just a reminder, the theme of our practice today is joy. And what's important to know about this is the experience of joy is already within us. It's inherent. And during our practice, we simply welcome that feeling to blossom, to come in fully, welcome it into our awareness. So just feel that to whatever extent you can right now. What a gift to be here in this moment, spending time focusing on your health and well-being. And know that during this practice, as you're guided to feel sensations in the breath and thoughts, just experience yourself as the witness to all of these comings and goings. And know that whatever the experience is exactly right. Welcome every experience during this practice, and in fact, during your life. Welcome every experience as a messenger that's inviting you to know yourself. As you welcome whatever is arising, your body and mind are learning to remain at ease and discover that feeling within that is always at peace. That is always well, unchanging, that witnessing presence. So just bring your attention to your senses and notice the taste in your mouth, the sounds around you, smells. Notice images or colors behind your eyelids. The touch of the clothing that you're wearing and even the air on your skin. Your senses are open and alive. And we'll set a group intention for our practice this evening to truly experience the joy that is inherent within. So just allow now your attention to move through different parts of the body. As I mentioned, each part, simply notice what's there. I'll move rather quickly. So just allow yourself to notice what you notice in the amount of time, and to just move through it. Start with the mouth. Feel the mouth as a whole. Feel the lips and teeth and the gums and the roof of the mouth and the inner cheeks. Feel the tongue. Feel the throat now. And allow your awareness to move to the ears. Feel the outer ears and the inner ears. Notice the sensation of your ears receiving sound. Shift your awareness to the eyes now, feeling the eyes as a whole. And then the eyelids and the surfaces of the eyes and the backs of the eyes. Notice the nose now. Welcome the breath as pure sensation in the nostrils. Really feel that gentle touch of the breath, the coolness of each inhale and the warmth of the out breath through the nostrils. And feel the skin of the face and the scalp. And feel the head as a whole now. The whole head. Allow your attention to move down the neck. Feel the back of the neck and the sides of the neck, and feel the throat once more, and very gently, gently swallow. Just feel every sensation as you do. Allow your awareness to move down into the shoulder girdle. Feel the collarbones and the shoulder blades. Feel the armpits and the arm bones. Insert into the torso. Feel down the upper arms to the elbows. And feel down the forearms to the wrists. Feel the backs of the hands. And all the fingers and thumbs. Feel the palms of the hands. Feel both hands and both arms simultaneously now. Notice the upper back and the chest. Feel down the length of the spine from the back of the skull to the tailbone. Notice the rib cage from the spine around to the front of the torso to the sternum. Feel the abdomen and the sides of the waist and the low belly and the low back. Feel the pelvis as a whole. Notice the sacrum across the low back. Feel the outer hips. Feel the pubic bone and the genitals. Become aware of the buttocks and the legs inserting into the hip sockets. Feel down the upper half of the legs to the knees, and down the lower half of the legs to the ankles. Feel the tops of the feet, all the toes, and the soles of the feet. Feel both feet and both legs at the same time now. Become aware of the whole back of the body. Become aware of the whole front of the body. Feel the sensations of the whole body now. The body as a field of radiant vibration. And just be aware of all that's present in your awareness. Really sense what's present, and then experience yourself as the field of awareness in which everything is coming and going, in which the sensation is being witnessed. Become aware of the body breathing now. And just really experience the whole body breathing. Feel the whole body expanding to receive with each in-breath, and softening to release with each out-breath. And just begin to use the words receive and release as you breathe in and out in your mind. So as you breathe in, just think the word receive, and as you breathe out, just think the word release. If you get distracted by thoughts or sensations, just come back, thinking as you inhale, receive, thinking as you exhale, release. And just stay with it for 20 more seconds. Good. Let go of that now and just be aware of all that's present in your awareness. Experience yourself dissolving into being the field of awareness in which everything is arising. Bring your attention now to an emotion that's present in your body, or one that you're working with in your life that you might judge as negative or challenging, or Just welcome it as sensation in your body. And please know that if no emotion that is challenging to experience is present, there's no need to make anything happen. Simply welcome whatever is present. And just notice either way. What are you feeling in your body? Just allow it to blossom fully while just welcoming anything else that also arises, thoughts, images, memories. Just really let it be there. Witness it. What does it feel like? And just let yourself be aware of what's present. And so it may relate to the emotion that you're aware of in this moment, but allow yourself to acknowledge any belief that you have about yourself that perhaps you would like to change or that you feel sometimes inhibits you. Again, if nothing is arising in this moment, or if there's nothing that you feel like you're working with in your life right now, it's totally fine. Simply be with whatever is present. It's important. If there is a belief present, just take a moment to observe where and how you feel this belief in your body. Noticing anything else that also comes up. There's nothing to do here. Just be with the experience without trying to change anything. And just really become aware of how whatever is present for you in this moment affects your body. And even perhaps your mind. And just be aware of everything that's present in this moment. Just really observe your inner experience. Remembering that you are just the field of awareness in which everything is arising. Let yourself shift now to sensations of joy. Now, this might feel in your body like pleasure or happiness or well being. Just invite it to arise and know that it may be helpful to recall an experience, an event from your life where these feelings were present. Just really open up to the sensations that arise in your body as you as you hold space and allow for the experience of joy. Just welcoming whatever emerges just as it is. Without judgment. Just start to visualize, to enhance this sense of joy. Just start to visualize an inner smile. Focus on your heart smiling. And feel the belly smile. And feel the eyes smile. Whole body smiling from within. Radiant and alive with the feeling of joy. Just give yourself another moment to cultivate your connection to that inherent joy within you. Just notice how it feels. Joy permeating the body and the space around the body. It's a field of radiant well-being. And just allow yourself to, while you're here, imagine going about your daily life. Just imagine yourself right now in a typical experience in your daily life. Visualize yourself, perhaps at your desk, in your car. Visualize yourself in a scene that is very typical of your daily life, and then observe yourself in your mind's eye with this extensive experience of joy within. Your whole body filled with that feeling of smile, that lightness, that openness, extending beyond the skin. Almost as if it's a bubble of your joy radiating out, that you're experiencing amidst this typical circumstance in your daily life. and just really be aware of all that's present as you hold this image and this feeling of joy. Just really let yourself rest deeply in this being awareness, this open, spacious awareness in which everything is coming and going. Every sensation, every thought or belief. And that allowing of joy, of your joy to come up and fill you and extend beyond you. And you're just that pure awareness, witnessing everything as it is from this place. You yourself, just as you are. Unchanging, spacious awareness. Notice that your body's breathing. And come back to those words in the mind as you inhale and exhale, receive and release. And as you just continue to think these words, receive and release, for a moment or two here, allow it to, this action of receiving and releasing, allow it to center around your joy. Feeling that smile in your heart, your belly, your eyes. Receiving and releasing. And just notice how it ebbs and flows. And notice how it feels to be a conduit for receiving and releasing joy. The source within you filling your body and expanding out beyond that space around you. And in your daily life, in the familiar external circumstances. And just acknowledge that experience. How would it feel to continually receive and release joy as you go about your day? Sometime soon, take a big breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And bring a little movement to your fingers and toes. Maybe move the head a bit from side to side. And know, as always, you can stay right where you are. And if you'd like to roll to one side, do so mindfully with as little movement as possible, experiencing every sensation as you do. And if you'd like to come all the way up to a seated posture, feel free. Gentle. And just take a really brief moment before we move into our offering of loving kindness to bring your awareness to receiving and releasing joy. Just come right back to that experience, to observing, witnessing that within you. Good. So as always, we'll do an offering of loving kindness. If you'd like to bring your palms together, your hands to your heart or to your belly or something completely different, please do so. I'll make an offering of loving kindness and say you as I'm offering loving kindness to you. And as always, I want to encourage you to repeat each of these statements to yourself and change the word you to I so that you're offering yourself loving kindness as well. May you be safe and healthy. May you have a calm, clear mind. May you have an open, loving heart. May you be at peace. May all beings on earth be at peace. It's very, very good work. Thank you for your practice.